Hello everyone and welcome to Lap of the World. I'm Richard.
I'm Liz, and this is our 1992 Acura NSX.
This car has done laps of 24 different racetracks to date, currently has over 290,000 miles on it.
And we plan to add about 6,000 more in the next 2 weeks as we travel from Knoxville, Tennessee to Portland, Oregon for NSXPO 2021.
So come along for the ride as we cross the country and join 100 or so other owners in celebrating a belated 30th anniversary of all things NSX. Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I'm Richard.
I'm Liz.
This is Lap of the World, and we welcome you to day one of our NSXPO 2021 daily vlog series, where we will bring you along with us on this entire trip from Tennessee to Oregon and back eventually for NSXPO 2021. Now, what we're going to talk about today is actually a little bit of a rewind to the last couple of days where we had to figure out how we were going to get stuff for two people, one car, for 15 days of travel, including a couple of track days in there, and get that all fit in the first generation NSX. We have managed to do so, so let's pull over and Liz can then explain how we managed it.
So welcome to our first stop in Berea, Kentucky. So we figured while we're here, let's do a quick tour of the car. We get a lot of questions of how we pack for these trips, so let's talk about it. First, let's start under the hood. Where the spare tire was is now a toolbox, and Richard tells you more about that in the video that he linked below. But let's move inside the car for now. So in here, obviously we have us, the important piece, but behind the driver's seat we have all our camera equipment. Next to that is a backpack full of snacks and other foods, and below is water. In the floorboard of the passenger seat, which moves around a bit, is actually all of our lunches for the entire drive out. So let's keep moving to the trunk, which is where the magic happens. So a big challenge for this trip was figuring out how we pack for two people for 15 days. And this isn't just a road trip, we're going to an event where we also, have to dress up. So there's a lot of stuff that we decided to get creative with. So we decided to go for the backpacker's approach. So we ended up with compression bags, which you can see this is our carry-in to the hotel bag. In here we have everything we need for all of our clothes for the entire trip. As well as, since we're going backpacker style, we decided to bring all of our food for the whole trip, which means we have freeze-dried meals for our trip. So we will eat in the hotel room when we stop. But as you can see, we're able to pack everything we need for two people for 15 days, all inside the spacious NSX trunk. Well, we are back on the road and about to eat lunch, so we will pick you up in time for our dinner vlog of our experiment with freeze-dried food. We'll see you then.
Alright, so we found our way to the hotel for the evening. So, Liz, what's for dinner?
I'm glad you asked. Tonight, we are having pad thai.
Alright, it appears dinner is served on a scale of 1 to sketched out. How nervous are you about this?
I feel like I'm probably at like a 6. Maybe I'll go the opposite, like a 5.
5.
I'm only slightly nervous, but we do have a fancy
Ooh.
vintage 2021 water bottle from the gas station.
Ice Mountain. I hear that's
Ice
a good
Mountain
brand.
to pair.
I don't
with
actually
this.
know if I've seen that brand before,
No,
but nonetheless, yeah. So here's this hopefully some successful travel
I'll cheers you.
on our Japanese titanium sporks. Seemed appropriate at the time because we have Japanese titanium stuff out in the parking lot too, but
And technically.
in here, yeah. All right. Okay.
So I would say part of our, prepping for this trip is we did try at least one of these meals to see how it was. That one, if I was going to compare the two of them,
Mm-hmm.
I like the Kung Pao.
Well, hang on. We should keep any comparisons for subsequent days because we have more of these things to
that's
try.
true. That's true.
So let's
we
just
will
go.
just rate this one, and on a scale
We had
of
tried a different one, completely different brand than this. But yeah, let's give it out of 5. We'll keep it simple. Initial impressions here.
it could be slightly warmer.
This is not an exact science. We boiled water in the paper coffee cups in a microwave to accomplish this.
Well, and I forgot the measuring cup, which means I just had to guess.
We're guessing on volume, so yeah.
Maybe a tad too much water in it. Okay.
Ready
1
to
to 5. Okay, I'm ready.
So same time?
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1, 4.
3.
Okay. I was giving you the extra point because I would say it's better than what one might expect.
That's true.
Of something like this.
I guess I'm comparing it, and I shouldn't compare it.
But if you're comparing it to
I will give it a 4. It is not traditional tad pie. It's
yes, that's a word now.
Not traditional pad thai. However, it does have a little bit of the slightest of hint of kick to it, and it has decent flavor. So I will agree with your 4.
Fair enough. So as far as experimenting with road trip packing, I think this has been we're so far a success in that we're not hating it and tempted to run down the street and grab something, and we were able to get all of this in the car. And then cost-wise, these were between what, $8 and $10
for 2 people.
For 2 servings.
Yeah.
So realistically, you're not going to get out. I mean, maybe dollar menu at McDonald's you might, but you're not really getting out of a restaurant anywhere near that for a normal meal. So okay, it's a little bit of economization there happening too. But
well, plus I could read the ingredients list and know exactly what we're eating.
True.
And that's important to me.
Fair enough. So we have a marginally healthy backpackers dinner here in our hotel before we turn in. Actually, before I then stop this camera and then start editing this for you to watch it here in a little while. So in order to get to bed at a decent time, let's wrap it up there.
Well, plus our gourmet food is getting cold.
Food's getting cold, colder than it already was.
Yeah.
But we will pick you guys up tomorrow for day 2. Stay tuned.